Hi everyone, this is Mark Matson with Beacon Marine up in beautiful Door County, Wisconsin. And behind me is a brand new Cobalt R3. We're going to take a brief walk around, show you this exciting new addition to our lineup. You'll see that this has the sandstone hull side with a black boot stripe, sport stripe actually, and then the sandstone canvas as well. We've paired this Cobalt with a Merc 377 engine that produces 320 horsepower, which will propel this boat upwards 50 miles an hour. Strong performer for the waters of Green Bay or the inland lake where you do your boating. You'll see back here at the transom we have Cobalt's patented swim step. Pull this hinge and then the swim step flips down to give you an additional 12 inches of access into the water, which is a very big deal for little kids, for pets, for anyone who wants to have an easier time getting in and out of the water. Cobalt has mastered that design with their swim step. Another look at the starboard profile of the boat. You'll see that we've got the Bimini up top, and that's, just wanted to let you know, that's 1¼ inch stainless steel on that Bimini frame. That is rattle proof, and at full speed, that is going to hold your Bimini in place without fear of it ripping out of your gunnel. This is just one more reason why we are proud to represent Cobalt, because of the build, the strength, the heft that they put into their boats. This may be a really odd place to start the interior video tour of our Cobalt R3, but I wanted to give you a sense again of how Cobalt's engineering has really done a marvelous job of maximizing interior space, from the beam width to storage. And so, believe it or not, I am lying inside the ski locker below the deck, and I'm fully stretched out. So there we are. My feet are not touching. I've got about 4 or 5 more inches at the end, and my head is not touching. I'm 5'11", so this ski locker is about 6 feet 4 inches long and about 3 feet, 2.5 to 3 feet wide. And you'll see that it's lined in heavy gauge rubber, and it's finished on the sides, and it's got carpeting on the sides. It's got holders, because one of the things Cobalt does so well is they create storage spaces and secured holders for all the poles, for everything that you can imagine. We're up on deck now, sitting on the transom seat of this Cobalt R3, and right back here is one of the most comfortable spots on the boat. I wanted to show you a really ingenious design. This is a rumble seat that simply opens up by pulling up on this loop, and then what you've got is you've got basically a love seat for 2 people right here at the transom, so that if you're getting your wakeboard on or if you're getting your skis on, you do it right here, and then let me turn the camera, and you hop down off, and there you go. It's that simple, it's that well designed, it's that spacious, it really is. And then to my left is the walkthrough to get on board this R3. Let's do that. Here's the rumble seat that's now stowed that I just showed you. Our backrest is in the aft facing position. Look at how spacious this sun pad is right now. It is great. It's large enough for 2 adults and then for a 3rd person to sit over on the side. And again, that's in the aft facing position. If you move the backrest forward, which is very simply done, now you've got seating back here as well by using the rumble seat, but you've also got forward facing cockpit seating for 3 adults. So now moving forward, we've got the Sacera carpeting option in this boat, which is wonderful underfoot. There's the receiver for the cockpit table. And I want to show you the engine box and how easily this lifts up. Just like the 220 that we just looked at, this R3 engine box is manually lifted, and you can do it with one hand. So let's try and do that with the camera in hand. Gas assisted shocks kick in, and there you go. So here's our Merc 377 mag. This produces 320 horsepower, which is a lot of horsepower for a 23 3.5-foot boat. Lots of wet storage, both port and starboard sides of the engine box for all of your other toys. And then now moving forward, we'll take a look at the seating in the rest of the cockpit. More storage. And that's got another double hinge on it. Cobalt is famous for. More storage to the port side. And here's our battery switch. Here's our terminals. There's our fire extinguisher, our ski pylon, and another very spacious finished storage compartment. So here is our passenger seat, and like with so many of Cobalt's backrests, this backrest is movable. So it's either a forward-facing passenger seat for one or two, or if you push it forward, you've now got a rear-facing chase lounge, full length. Fantastic, fantastic. So now moving up to the dashboard, helm panels on both sides, you're going to see the same thing here as you do on so many of the other Cobalts, and that is, in fact, on all Cobalts, it's a fiberglass molded panel. It's not rubber, it's not going to rattle, it's not going to shake, it's not going to deteriorate like plastic does over time. It's a molded fiberglass panel, and it's covered with Cobalt vinyl, double baseball stitch. Again, luxury, soft to touch, lasts and lasts. In our glove box here are a few of the components for the boat, as well as your USB plug-ins, 12-volt charger, space for your cell phone, other things that you may need, some storage right beneath. And then moving over to the helm, a couple of things I want to point out that are real significant. Number one, all stereos on Cobalt are Rockford Fosgate. Rockford Fosgate has been around for 20 plus years and is a real leader, not just in the consumer electronics for your home, but as well now in the marine industry, and that's why Cobalt has chosen them. Stainless steel switches, not plastic, and they're semi-flush mounted, so they're not going to snap off. Stainless steel over here as well, and they're backlit. When they're activated, it's backlit. Here are our gauges, multifunction, multifunction, our gas, oil, trim up, trim down. We've also got space over here. If you wish to add a Garmin, a 640 would fit in this space. And then down at the skipper's feet, we've got the stainless steel foot tread. We're going to move up now into the bow. There's the ski locker where we started our inside tour of the boat. And as you move up through, you'll see that here's a door that can be closed for inclement weather. The windscreen closes as well, and the combination of the windscreen and the door and the bow canvas combine to make a very airtight, windproof barrier so that on colder, windier days, you can be sitting here at the passenger at the helm and have a very comfortable ride. So we've got spacious seating underneath both the port and the starboard bow seats. There you go. Lots and lots of space in there. Carpeted, finished. More speakers up here. You've got the same amount of storage here on the starboard side. And both of these seats are complemented with stainless steel cup holders, Rockford Fosgate speakers, stainless steel grab rail, and a bow seat that, in this case, I've used to store all of our canvas. So both the cockpit cover and the bow cover are there beneath the bow seating. And then finally, got our anchor locker. It's all finished. Gas shock. Classic Cobalt quality. This is your 2015 Cobalt R3. You can find this and others just like it at beaconmarinellc.com.